So are Israel and the Palestinians truly on an inevitable collision course? With me to discuss is Israeli journalist and author of Industry of Lies, Attorney Ben-Dror Yemini. Ben-Dror, thanks so much for being back with us. Now, what can Israel really do to quiet the border?
I'm not sure that Israel can do something. I mean, we are facing a kind of a real problem, which is with us for something like almost 15 years, and we are doing the same again and again. I mean, we have a kind of a new agreement, a new hudna with the Hamas, and then again they send rockets and they send balloons and I mean, it looks like if every 5 years, now it might be even much shorter, we have this kind of conflict like protective edge and so on. We have to rethink. That's what we have to do. Because to do the same thing and to get the same result, it's not something which is clever. I mean, I think it was Albert Einstein who said it before I did. So we have to rethink and to consider what we are doing. I mean, I think, it's my opinion, we have to offer the Hamas everything. When I'm saying everything, I mean a kind of a Marshall Plan even. I mean, we don't want you to suffer, that's what we have to tell them. But in order to have, to end the siege and in order to the closure and in order to have this kind of rehabilitation, prosperity of the people in Gaza, no more rockets. You have to disarm yourself. If you're ready for that, for this kind of formula, let's go for it. Unfortunately, Israel is not offering. Israel is not initiating anything. I mean, we are doing the same, and we get the same results.
But Ben-Dror, realistically, if Israel were today to go to Egypt, where they're negotiating with Hamas, and say exactly what you just said, to offer the Palestinians everything that they want, economically speaking, open waters, whatever, if they would just disarm, those are old agreements. The Palestinian Authority never disarmed Hamas. Hamas is not willing to disarm itself.
I'll tell you something. First, we don't have to say it to Egypt. We have to say it to the whole world. We have to do something very dramatic, a very dramatic step on behalf of Israel. Why I'm saying it? I'm saying it because we know exactly that it will take some hours after the upcoming confrontation will begin, the demonstration will be not against the Hamas, but against Israel. And we will see even Jews demonstrating against Israel with the flags of the Hamas against Israel, even if the Hamas is calling to the extermination of Jews. So in order, we cannot prevent all this kind of campaign. I mean, there are so many anti-Semites out there. Nothing that Israel will do will come. So the point is that we have to do it for so many other people who do not know that Israel is not asking for any confrontation. Israel wants the people of Gaza to live in prosperity, in welfare. I mean, we want them to live good life. The point is the Hamas, just like in any other place on the planet, wherever you have a global jihad, you have bloodshed and destruction. But people don't know it. That's why we must do something different. We must initiate something. We must initiate a kind of a Marshall Plan in order maybe, just maybe, to change the whole public opinion about the conflict.
Okay, well, so now I want to change our focus just a little bit. Where does the Palestinian Authority fit into this equation? Because it seems that for the most part, the PA today is irrelevant, especially amidst the ongoing anti-Palestinian Authority demonstrations in the wake of Nizar Banat's killing, in addition to the rising clashes between Israel and the Palestinians, the West Bank and Gaza, and more.
It's part of the tragedy. Actually, I don't know if it was a planned policy on behalf of Benjamin Netanyahu, but the outcome we know. I mean, the Palestinian Authority is becoming more and more irrelevant, which is not good. which is not good, because what we are going to receive one day, we will have a kind of agreement with the Palestinian Authority. It will take something like 2 weeks until the Hamas will take over. I mean, that's what we wanted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's good for Israel. And right now, according to the PCR, which is not the PCR of the corona, but the PCR of the Palestinian Center for Research, most Palestinians right now support the Hamas. It's unfortunate, I know, but this is the situation. I mean, if you have more confrontation, the Hamas is gaining more power. And it is part of the problem. And if there will be one more confrontation, Hamas will be even stronger, even if we know that the result, part of the result will be devastating from the point of view of the Palestinians. But this is the Middle East. This is the Middle East, and we have to face the facts.
All right, Ben-Dror Yemini, thank you as always.
Thank you so much.